Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've reviewed a lot of these. Too many, probably. But trust me, this one stands out. It caught me off guard, in a good way. Before we get started, there's a special discount if you're interested. The link is in the description and also in the top comment. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer found their new display to be impressively large and quite heavy, cautioning that anyone planning to use a VESA mount should ensure it's robust enough to handle the weight. While the overall experience has been very positive, our client did run into a few minor quirks worth mentioning. Navigating the settings with the small joystick control proved to be a bit tricky, a common frustration with many modern screens. Another small annoyance is the power light, which is exceptionally bright and can't easily be covered, leading them to simply turn the monitor off when not in use. A faint coil whine was also detected, though it was so subtle that it was only noticed after a family member pointed it out. Finally, a very minor scuff was present on the screen, but it's only visible on light-colored backgrounds and not significant enough to warrant a return. Despite these small issues, this client absolutely loves this monitor. The screen is clear, the size is perfect for both work and play, and the visual quality comes impressively close to that of an OLED panel. Unless someone is seeking those perfectly inky blacks, this display is a fantastic alternative. It performs beautifully for gaming and is equally well suited for productivity tasks like coding and working with text. The generous number of ports and the convenience of the built-in hub are also major advantages. Our reviewer feels this display offers excellent value, particularly at a more competitive price point. As its cost begins to approach that of budget OLED models, the decision becomes less clear-cut, but for the right price, it's an easy recommendation.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer was genuinely impressed with this monitor, especially considering the cost. Apparently, it's a real steal for anyone looking for a budget-friendly way to get into 1440p gaming. Our reviewer notes that while the IPS display doesn't quite match the vibrancy of an OLED screen, the colors are still quite good, and if you're not overly concerned with achieving absolute color perfection, it's a minor trade-off. What really stood out was the 240 Hz refresh rate. This client admits that the difference between 240 Hz and 165 Hz isn't immediately obvious, but after using it for a few weeks, going back felt like a significant downgrade in smoothness. The size, around 5 inches, also seems to be a sweet spot, especially for those with mid-range graphics cards. This allows this client to comfortably drop the resolution to 1080p for extra performance when needed, essentially behaving like a standard 24-inch 1080p monitor. While this client acknowledges that the overall build quality might feel a little inexpensive, it is an IPS panel after all. They emphasize that the combination of 1440p resolution and a 240 Hz refresh rate is hard to beat at this price point. They highlight the high pixel density at its native resolution, but appreciates the option to downscale to 1080p for smoother gameplay when maximizing frame rates is the priority. In short, this reviewer gives a strong recommendation to anyone on a tight budget seeking a capable 1440p monitor for gaming.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer was really happy with how this monitor arrived. The packaging was excellent, ensuring it was in pristine condition. The box is pretty big, so ideally you'd have someone help you move it. Everything was included, all the necessary cables were there, and the instructions were easy to understand. A small heads up though, if you're planning to use either the included base or wall mounting options, take a moment to really think it through first. Our reviewer mentioned almost going down the wrong path with one of the mounts and realizing they needed the other. Also, note that the wall mount might need some extra parts that you'll have to get yourself. The built-in speakers are decent, perfectly adequate for casual use. This client decided to get a separate monitor arm for mounting instead of using the included base. They found this setup worked better for their needs. Overall, after a week of using this monitor, everything has been working great.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.